Welcome back to Some Offense Intended. I am Jeremy Robinson.
I am Mike Mick.
And so we're fairly confident that the first episode we recorded yesterday, well, it'll be last week at this point when you hear this, is gone forever. So
yeah, it is gone.
That is unfortunate.
Yes.
And frustrating as fuck.
Yes, very. It was a good episode too.
Yeah.
I wish we could have shared it.
Yeah. So now we're doing backup audio at the same time, even though we shouldn't have to, and cleared like all the site data, and I don't know. We'll see if this one works or if we have to do everything again. Like, because last week's I had to stitch together the audio with the video.
Yeah.
Because again, it didn't record audio, so I'm glad we did the backup audio.
Yeah, me too. We didn't want to do 2 episodes in one night and not have audio either time.
Yeah, I'd have been fucking mad.
Oh yeah, me too.
So I got this little light bulb. It doesn't come across it on the video, at least while it's recording.
It looks a lot cooler, believe me, than it does on that screen right there.
Yeah, I'll see what it looks like afterwards, but it looks kind of like a fireworks explosion. Pretty dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. When it's off, it actually looks like a chrome color.
Yeah. So knowing that episode is gone, I can't remember much of what we talked about since
we covered quite a bit of it since then. Although I did mention something during that one that I didn't get mentioned on the redo, and that is what I saw on TV after eating at Black Bear Diner, which I like their pancakes a lot. I've mentioned that before, and I should have them more often. But no, I saw drone racing, and I had never seen that before.
Yeah, no, drone racing is awesome.
It was cool to watch, and the drones were all lit up, and they went through the obstacle course.
Yeah.
And I had no idea there was that. I didn't even know it existed. There's all these fans at the audience. So the arena was full.
It used to be, I want to say, like five-ish years ago, like when they started becoming a little popular, maybe 10. They used to have like a phone-sized device on their remote, and that's how they saw it. And now they got the Oculus headsets, kind of.
Yeah, it was cool.
But I'd imagine that's so much easier to fly them with a headset versus here's a phone spinning 5 feet in front of you.
There had to be an adjustment when people first did it. You would think that would be kind of... But the way they would turn, like they'd go and they just go and then like all over. Their turn radius was crazy to watch. Yeah. And when the race would start, one would go off to the lead, and unless he screwed up, nobody was catching him. You know? And the fans, they had people they were cheering for. Like, there was definite favorites.
Huh.
Yeah, I turned on my TV and saw there was some kind of racing, and I thought it was going to be motorcycles or something, because it just said racing. It didn't say what kind.
Yeah. And
I'm thinking arena cross. I'm thinking something I had a friend who used to do. And so I flipped to that thinking, cool. And then I see drones. I'm like, that's not what I was expecting, but I liked a couple of the heats I watched.
That's cool. I didn't know they had, because I knew they had them, and I figured they filmed them, but I didn't know it was like I
didn't know it was televised.
Yeah, broadcasted.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. But on my YouTube TV, sometimes I just say to it, I'll tell Fire TV to turn on the TV and then open up YouTube TV.
Yeah.
And it'll go straight to a channel, whatever it decides that it thinks I want to watch. And then it'll have the menu in front of it so I can change it if I don't like it. And it's usually pretty good. But that's where I saw it at, was that.
That's cool.
Usually, like, right before work, it's a safe bet that, like, before I go to work, it's going to put King of the Hill on.
The only thing my Firebox does is piss me off.
And mine used to do that, too.
Ever since Apple admitted to doing, like, the planned obsolescence, where they slow old phones down so you have to buy new ones, everybody's doing it now. So Amazon's doing it. I didn't used to have issues with this box. Now the new box is out, and everything's just fucking trash.
Yeah. Simpsons didn't do it.
What? No, Simpsons.
Yeah. Simpsons did. Yeah. Last time I had your Fire Stick in my possession, that was a slow. I couldn't believe how slow that thing was.
That's an old Fire Stick.
I know, but that was super slow. Yeah. Like everything, just bringing up a menu. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
That was crazy.
I bet my old Roku boxes aren't slow.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, they were never fast, but I guarantee they're the same speed.
Well, I guarantee my new Fire Cube, it's fast. But I didn't get rid of the old one because it slowed down. I got rid of the old one because it just stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's a difference between stopping and, slowing down and just not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I might replace it, but I don't know. Because, not that I've always, kind of shied away from, different shit that's, always listening.
Yeah.
It's super convenient being able to turn my TV on just by voice.
Oh, I love it.
But
and you can have it go to certain things.
Apparently, because I saw something on Joe Rogan's podcast, they've actually used Alexa recordings because it records 24 hours.
Okay.
They've actually used Alexa recordings to solve murders.
Oh.
So, some guy killed his wife, and they were trying to, was it him? Was there motive? Was there this? And they were like, oh, well, he's got an Alexa. So they subpoenaed the footage.
Well, what you do is you have to go in and clear your log from time to time.
Well, what am I going to do that every day?
Yeah. Well, if you're going to discuss murder, yeah, you might want to do that every day.
But yeah, so they pulled all the recordings, and that here you go, he was talking about it, or you hear the murder, and okay, open shut case.
All right. Yeah, but let's say I have my Fire TV going, and somebody breaks into my apartment and murders me. There you go. You got evidence.
Well, I mean, but you don't want evidence if you stop them.
Yeah.
It's the less evidence is better, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
Of a self-defense nature. So, I don't know. But I mean, everything that's got a microphone can record, even your iPhone.
Yeah, I was going to say your phones.
An iPhone, when it's off, still records everything. They've proved that the NSA can do, they can still track you and listen if it's off. I think that's why, it might not be but why they went away from, you can remove the battery in every phone. Because you used to be able to, I'd get Android phones and then get the upgraded battery pack, and it was dope. Now you can't do that. So now, technically, it's never off.
Well, I guess you could leave your phone outside.
Just get one of the Faraday cages to put my phone in. But then what use is that? I don't know. Sometimes I go through kooky phases of none of this is okay. And then it's convenient.
I remember when
they get you.
When the vaccination came out, and people are always like, oh, they put a tracking device in you. Why do they have to do it twice? First of all, at first it was 2 shots. Is it 2 tracking devices? And I've never seen a magnet stick to somebody's arm. And the other thing is they don't need to put a tracking device in you because you go to the store and buy one. It's called the fucking cell phone.
Yeah.
That's your tracking device.
Yep.
That
was one of the things I was kind of surprised about with in London and Ireland. There are cameras
everywhere.
Fucking everywhere.
Yeah, CCTV.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Holy shit amount everywhere.
Yeah.
I thought it was exaggerated in the British TV shows of the police and detective shit. No, I don't think it is. It's not exaggerated at all.
Yeah, on the I told you I was watching that show, the paranormal caught on camera.
Yeah.
Some of those paranormal caught on camera are the CCTV in London. They had some thing run across the street, and they had the footage from their cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you got to think there's got to be some good footage that they've got of some cool shit that happened.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they're not allowed to share it and do whatever, but no, that's how they do it a lot in the British detective shows of oh, this person with this license plate drove this way at this time, and then they just have the surrounding areas, and they're okay, he drove this, so now we know roughly the route, and then they'll follow, and they're okay, well, he didn't hit this camera, so he turned. So now we have a 1/4-mile radius because of how many fucking cameras they have.
See, now this one I can actually say Simpsons did it. Because they set the model up after London, and they put in Springfield cameras everywhere. It was a good episode because Simpsons, Bart figured out a blind spot in their backyard, so everybody went to their backyard to do all the things that they couldn't do because of the cameras.
Right.
Yeah. Good episode. I like how Bart found it, though.
I've all kinds of just random Facebook videos that I'll watch every now and then. So one of them was, I think it was of the Japanese train system.
Yeah.
And because obviously it took decades of them like planning and doing everything and like, should this be where the stops are kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's some new fungus that a lot of people are studying that's like super fast growing, but in a very efficient way.
Yeah.
So they put the fungus on some kind of like cells of something that is basically the shape of Japan.
Okay.
And the fungi replicated the train system with how it grew. So it's like, that is the most efficient way.
Well done, Japan.
Yeah. So they're like, well, now, like in the future, like we can use this fungus to plan like public transportation or like the most efficient way of whatever through all of this just from a fungus growing.
Now, if the fungus could, change the streets and stuff and say, I don't know, this area, maybe.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
And if they could get a little more advanced and work on traffic lights, that would be great too. When I'm driving home from work and I stop at some days I hit every red light after I get off the freeway.
Yeah.
And I'll sit at this red light and no cars will be going through.
That's because Reno is fucking dumb. So there's supposed to be.
I sit there watching an empty intersection waiting to go.
And I say supposed to be because I've seen nothing reminiscent of intelligence in that area. There's supposed to be a city engineer whose job, multiple, there's not just one.
Yeah.
Whose job is like traffic flow. That's like traffic lights and like how it turns green, whether it's sensor, timer, whatever. Like in Vegas, where I used to live, like Rainbow and like Buffalo and Flamingo.
Yeah, I know they are.
The norths and souths were almost always green, like especially late at night because more people are going north and south than east and west. And they were sensor based, so if you pull up to an east-west light at 2 a.m., count to 5 and you're going. Here, they're timers. They're not sensors. And then at a certain point, like the one at the end of my street, at night is a sensor. The rest of the time, go fuck yourself. It's not even a timer.
See, but there's some there's an intersection I go to sometimes at different times of the day, and if it's early in the day, you're sitting there for a long time. There can be no cars.
Yeah,
you'll actually see cars come, and the flow will slow down. Like there's nothing there, and you're sitting there waiting, and then another group makes it through, and you're still sitting there waiting, and then later. It goes much faster. Like you're getting across that street much quicker.
Yep.
And the crosswalk doesn't help at all. Like you hit that button, and as a pedestrian, you're waiting a long fucking time, and it's cold out some of these times.
Oh, that's so. In Ireland, the push the button thing, it would start beeping like for you to wait.
Yeah.
And there was a pattern to the beeps because I'm like this is a little too odd to be beeping like this. So listen, the beeps get closer together as it's getting closer to the time of you walking. And then there's like this super aggressive, like sci-fi chirp, like an old blaster, just pew, when it's time to walk.
Yeah.
Like that's dope. And then it like ticks down to when.
See, some of the ones in downtown Reno, you'll hear them you'll hit the button, you'll hear, wait.
Yeah.
Then you'll hear the people who they don't believe that pushing the button once is enough, so they'll sit there and push it.
Wait.
I'm like, you already pushed it once. It doesn't make it go any faster the more you push it.
It does if it thinks there's a crowd of 30 people there.
Yeah, but even if there's a crowd, the one button activates it. That's it.
Yeah.
But that reminds me though. When I was walking in Vegas one day, I was at Sunset in Green Valley, and I suddenly started hearing this loud noise. And I didn't know where it was coming from at first. And I look over. Turns out it was coming from the crosswalks. And it was because a fire truck was coming with their sirens and shit on. So it warned people.
So the crosswalk made noise?
Yeah, to let people know that emergency vehicles are coming.
Huh.
And it was a distinct, loud.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'd not run across that before then.
Was it like, get the fuck out of the intersection? Or was
it
like...
kind of like that. But I mean, it didn't actually say it, but you get the idea that you should move.
I mean, maybe it's too confusing for people, and they just stop right in the middle and get hit by a fire truck.
Well, some people need to be pulled out of the gene pool, apparently.
Yep.
I was on the sidewalk, so I didn't freeze in the middle of the street. I don't see myself freezing in the middle of the street. That does not seem like the go-to. I'm not a deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a loud noise. I better stop. Stand here.
There was wild horses on the road the other day, and like everybody fucking stopped, which that's perfectly fine. Like, don't hit the horses. But then,
did anybody offer him an apple?
I don't think so.
All right, that's
but
good.
they also, I don't know what people were waiting for to go, because like one of the horses was still over here, and there was like 8 over here. So like obviously this one's gonna make it there at some point.
Yeah.
But it's perfectly happy on this side of the road, not our direction.
Mm-hmm.
Just chilling over here. I'm like, that's everybody here can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you can go.
Go.
If it starts to walk towards the street, then you stop.
No, so I'm like, that's horses run into the side of cars too, if they want to. And like, they'll do damage, even just like ramming the side of your car.
Yeah, they're solid muscle.
Yeah,
they will hurt.
So we had to wait. I think it was like 4 or 5 minutes for this horse to finally. One of the other ones came back and like got it, and like, let's go this way. Come on.
Yeah.
Before anybody would even go a little bit. Like, that's, bro, he was out of everyone's way. All the horses were out of our lanes.
Yeah.
Go slow, but get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong
Be
with
cautious, but yeah. Let's not set up camp.
that. Yeah. Nope.
I like to watch the horses too, but I don't want to camp there.
Yeah. But there was somebody that got out of his car. I think it was like 5 cars behind me. Like, he was pissed that he had to stop and wait. He like, got out of his car, like threw it open, like all getting ready to fight, like walking up, sees it's a bunch of horses, then goes and gets back and slams his car door. Like, I wonder if he feels better.
Yeah, he probably does. I told you when driving home on Sunday with all that ice and shit. You guys heard about this last week if you listened. There was a car in front of me. He was going slower than the others.
Yeah.
And at this point, we were driving on slush. And this car pulls up on the right side of me. And he rolls down his window and he's yelling and cussing at this car in front of me. And I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, I may hear you, but I don't think he can.
Yeah.
Because he's a ways above. When you're moving in a car, you don't hear things behind you as well as right beside you.
Yeah, definitely not easily.
Or like sometimes I'll be next to somebody in a stoplight and they'll have their stereo loud and I'll hear it. Once I start going, I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
So chances are he didn't hear this guy yelling at him.
Well,
He got so mad.
Are you telling me you've never yelled at anybody from inside your car knowing they can't hear you?
No, he rolled down the window hoping they could hear him.
Oh.
His head was out the window. And then I saw him. He was ahead. He finally got ahead of it, and he just kept going back and forth between lanes, not improving his situation at all. Just he's in this lane. He moves over to the other one. Same spot, just in a different lane. Then back over again, and then back over again.
Yeah.
And like one time he gets a car length ahead, and then he shoots back to the other lane, and he ends up back in the same spot he was earlier. It was great.
Was
it was comedy.
Was it a red SUV?
No.
I was going to say, it could have been the same guy that was mad at the horse.
Well, he might have been mad at a horse at some point, too. I think this guy's just mad at everything.
That's quite possible.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that when I see cars, they'll go to pass me, and then they realize, oh, wait, the 2 cars that are in front of him in both lanes are going the same speed. He can't get ahead of them either.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going slow for no reason. I'm going slow because the fucking traffic in front of me dictates what I need to do.
Yeah, sometimes.
I'm not going to hit them so the person behind me can get going through. Push them out of my way. Here you go. Go ahead. You're clearly in more hurry than I am.
If only that was an option.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to design something like similar to bumper cars, but for real cars of like an inflation. Like you can ram somebody, but like right before you ram them, it'll like pop out this like super thick rubber that won't damage anything, but it'll be like, hey, motherfucker, get out of here.
Yeah. But I'm saying I'll just go up behind this person and push them out of the way so the guy behind me, who's clearly in more of a hurry than I am, can get through. Take one for the team.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. I remember one day I was driving and somebody had this Dodge Charger. He was getting right up on everybody's ass, doing all this shit so we could try to pass people. And all I could think is, everybody get out of the way. He has a Charger. He's more important than us. He has a Charger. Get out of the way. He's got a Hemi. Move. I have to entertain myself sometimes.
I bet it was a V6 though.
Oh, possibly.
That's the people like the Camaros, Chargers, and Mustangs that have the V6s drive way more aggressively than the people that have the 8s.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I know a couple times when I was driving a car with a Hemi, I was a little more aggressive.
Oh yeah, like when I
but I don't own it, you know.
When I had my Camaro that had the LT1 in it, the V8, I definitely was aggressive.
Yeah.
That's one of the only cars that I miss. Is that car. And I haven't seen anybody else that has one. It was the 93 Z28 with the RS body effects kit.
Yeah, I like the RS.
With a 6-speed manual.
Nice.
And everybody's selling them all automatics.
Yeah.
And I've never seen one with a body effects kit. Like from the factory.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I'm guessing it was fast.
Yeah, it was. I got it up to the statute of limitations is over. I got it up to, I think it was like 188.
I was going to say, allegedly, I got it up to 180. But yeah, the statute is over. Yeah. So yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, because this was in, what year was that?
But then again, even if it wasn't, just because you say you went 188, they can't really still prove where or when you did it. You know?
So this is a fun story in itself. The night that I did that, because this was in Vegas, so I did it like on the other hump, like headed towards Henderson. I was heading home from work super late. I think it was like 1 a.m. And I'm like, all right, well, let's see what I can do. So no governor, obviously, if I got it up that high. So I'm in sixth, just milking the last part of this, like see if I can hit 190 or see if I can hit 200. So there's an S10. I'm coming up very quickly on my exit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to get to 190 and then I'll call it good. And there's this S10 that starts like scooting over, like to lane block me. And you see lights coming behind you. What are you going to do? You're going to fucking lane block them? Or you're just going to stay the fuck out of the way?
I'm going to get out of the way.
Yeah.
If they're going as fast as you were going, I'm not going to.
This guy's lane blocking me. So, like, he'd get in front of me, and I'd scoot over, and he'd get over. So I had to go from, like, 190 to, like, 70 pretty rapidly without locking it up. So then I get over, and he gets behind me on the exit. I'm like, well, this isn't going to be good. So just because of how that whole thing went, I'm like, well, I'm not turning towards my house off the freeway. I used to skate on the other side, and I went to college on the other side. So, like, go around a couple neighborhoods. There's a spot that goes under the freeway. So, like, I'm, like, slamming through all these streets. And every time I'm about to turn, I'd see headlights turn onto the road. Like, this dude's really fucking following me. So, I finally get home. Like, go back way. Get home, and I had a project car. I had a VR4 with a car cover on it.
Yeah.
So, I get home, jump out, take my antenna off my Camaro, and then go, like, rip the car cover off my VR4, throw the car cover on the Camaro, and run in the house.
Yeah.
Run upstairs and, like, start watching through the window. And I fell asleep, like, at the window, waiting.
Yeah.
And my older sister gets home later, like, I guess the guy never found me or stopped following me. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
So I hear the garage door open, and it wakes me up and scares the shit out of me. So I run downstairs and, like, throw the inner garage door open. Scared the shit out of my older sister because she had just got home.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was you. She's like, what does that mean? I'm like, nothing. I'm going to go to bed. Yeah. So I definitely didn't feel good in the car going that fast. Like, I was just fucking shaking nonstop.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of not meant to go that fast.
No. Yeah.
The engine is, the car wasn't.
Yeah, the engine, it's made to be able to do it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, because I think I've gotten up to like 170 or 180 on a bike.
Yeah.
And that's much more pleasant because it's not shaking.
I knew somebody who was on a bike. It was a Ninja. There were two of them on the bike. And it started to rain. It started to rain. We're going to get wet. No, he outran the rain. Yeah. And then when they got where we were at, they had like these goggles on. They had imprints of the goggles on their face.
Yeah, I've definitely ridden in lots of rain in Vegas.
Yeah.
But that's the weird part about going that fast on a street bike is you slow down and you're still going extremely fast.
You see what they did is they literally outran a thunderstorm in the Midwest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was a little different than Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rain was literally right behind them, and they're just shooting down the road.
Yeah, so the weird part about slowing down, because it was unnerving, is like you're holding the bars and you're just slowly slowing down, and it's like this. It was like all of a sudden like tense up everything. It's like I'm slowing down, but I'm still going this fast, and took a little bit to like this is fine. Like you go this like I slowed down like 110. It's like you go this fast pretty often. Like this isn't 180 anymore. Like calm down.
Yeah, but that makes me think about have you watched the drag racing bikes?
Yeah.
Those are...
I have a couple of friends in Vegas that do that.
And they're a little bit fast.
They're very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast.
And the rear wheel is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. I used to watch drag racing on weekends.
Way the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I used to watch drag racing on weekends and the bikes would come on. I like the funny cars. Even though they're not all that funny.
Yeah, no, they're funny looking.
They're kind of cool though.
They're fun to watch for sure. Then the dwarf cars, it's like the funny cars, but like the tiny versions of them.
Yeah,
those are pretty.
I used to always like the Top Fuel drag cars.
Yeah, those are so fucking loud.
Oh god, yeah.
I thought several different things were loud. Nope, not compared to a Top Fuel.
I went to they had this tractor pull thing in Omaha at the it was indoor, which that was interesting, and they had because it's loud as fuck.
Yeah.
But these were not tractors. They were called tractors, but no, you've never seen one of these things plowing a field ever. They had monster trucks there too, but these like they had this one particular one. They actually had funny cars. They were modified to be able to pull this. And it pulled the sled the whole way, and you had to see the tires on the back of this funny car because they had tread like a tractor tire.
Yeah,
they were not like the ones that you see on the drag. You don't want these things on the drag strip.
Like the brave little toaster truck.
Yeah, but
climb up the tread of the tire to get in.
But the top cars they had one that had a fucking jet engine. That was loud as fuck. And then they pull out this other one. It was literally called Earthquake. I just remember the name, Earthquake. And it had specially made engines, of course. These are not engines you can just go buy.
Yeah.
But I remember them calling it out, saying this thing has 3 V16 Chevy engines.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. That was, and when they called it Earthquake, it earned its name because you could feel that fucking thing rev.
I'm trying to think of how, like, you can set up a dual engine fairly easily.
It had engine, all with blowers. It was all.
Well, but I mean, like, you can like easily set it up to where like one transmission does the front, one transmission does the rear.
Yeah, I don't know.
How would you make a fucking 3 tie into one?
I don't know, but I could count the engines clearly, and they announced it as 3 V16s. And when this thing fired up, like I said, it was an earthquake.
I have concerns,
and it had no trouble. It had no trouble pulling the weight all the way down to the end.
I would fucking hope not.
It's the only time I ever went to one of those, and it was, wow, was it so fucking loud. And you felt it in your chest.
Yeah, I have a couple of friends that had circle dirt cars. Those have, like, modified big blocks and, like, lots of power. And starting that in a 2-car garage with the garage shut, because he's a fucking bright one.
Yeah.
And you just feel it right in your chest.
Yeah, I could feel it in the chair, in my chest, everything. But I remember I was talking to somebody, I was telling somebody I was going to that event that week, and they're like, oh yeah, you want to sit up close because you want to get a high from the fumes. I'm like, I don't really want to get carbon monoxide poisoning. That's not how I want to get that feeling.
I mean, a lot of them, they actually add flavoring to the gas so that it actually makes the exhaust smell different. So, like, they'll put grape in the alcohol. Yeah. Like all the alcohol cars, they put grape in them. I think they've got orange. They've got like 4 or 5 different flavors of it to make it smell a little better than just here's some terrible.
Yeah. Well, grape would be good.
For a little bit.
If they had anything extra, I could add it to some Sprite and have to make some grape Sprite. Yeah. That actually wouldn't be bad. I do like grape soda. And orange soda. I don't get it all the time, but sometimes I get that.
I don't know if I've ever purposefully gotten grape soda.
Oh, I was at a Winco one day in Vegas, and they had a whole bunch of all the different crush flavors. I left there with some orange and some grape for sure.
Because like orange is also like.
I stayed away from the strawberries. Far too sweet.
If somebody at a party that I go to has orange soda, I might have a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't had it in forever. And that's almost the only time I ever have it.
Well, recently, there's been a couple times I've been to some place and they were out of Dr. Pepper, and I wanted something else to drink, and I wasn't in the mood for Pepsi, so I had Orange Crush. Like I said, I like it sometimes. I don't drink it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Dr. Pepper, obviously.
That very astute observation there, Mike. Proud of you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, obviously I drink Dr. Pepper most of the time if I'm drinking soda.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the way to go. But it keeps running out.
Dr. Pepper is really good.
It keeps running out.
And it's a great mixer. You can mix like even bottom shelf whiskeys, rums, like everything with Dr. Pepper, and it tastes roughly the same as if you mixed a good whiskey with it.
Which that reminds me, there's a liquor when I first had it. It was Bacardi Limon, and literally everything I ever mixed that shit with was good.
Bacardi Limon.
Yeah, it's kind of a lemony type rum, but I put it with Sprite. It was good. Put it with Pepsi. It was good. Put it with raspberry iced tea. Fucking amazing.
Huh.
I mean, you want lemon with iced tea. You put it with raspberry iced tea. That's a whole new level. Delicious.
Huh.
But everything I mixed it with was good.
Do they still make it?
I think so, yeah.
Might have to try it out.
No, we'll have to have it on the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mixed it with Snapple, raspberry iced tea, and I loved it.
I miss, you just said Snapple, reminded me of this, the old Sobeys.
Yeah, yeah.
The glass bottle Sobeys.
Yeah, they had
like,
rain.
When I was going to school, that had like the 8 or 10 different flavors, and they would like often go on sale they were like 30 or 40 cents each.
Yeah.
So I would go clear out in Albertsons, spend like $20, and have Sobe every day at school.
The Sobe I liked it was the rain. It was good. It was clear. It had a good flavor to it.
The clear one, they
all had their own purpose. I don't remember what they were. Like,
the lizard milk was really good.
I never had that one. I saw it though. Yeah, I was thinking about the stuff recently.
The one that's like the cloudy peach color was really fucking good.
Yeah, I heard good things about that one.
I don't remember the names.
But like the one I got was called Elixir.
They don't, Sobe still makes stuff, but they don't even taste the same.
Yeah.
Like, and they're not in glass bottles because you can make a bomb with it or something.
Oh, you can make a bomb with a lot of things, but
it was.
They need to bring those back out. Sobe,
because of how the metal cap threaded on, and like how tight of a seal.
Oh yeah.
So you could mix some stuff in it and then chuck it, and it definitely worked.
There's another thing, Snapple. Speaking of that, when I first started drinking Snapple, they had the teas and the juices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they also had a soda, like a bottle very similar to this, but the cap like this. Like the one I used to drink was Cherry Lime Ricky, and it was delicious.
What's a Ricky taste like?
I don't know, but that's what it was called. It's just a flavor name. I think it's named after the person who came up with it, but it was delicious.
I mean, cherry lime is fucking great. Like, when I go to Firehouse, that's the only thing I get is the cherry limeade.
Oh, I get that, or I get...
Dr. Pepper.
Not just regular Dr. Pepper, cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper.
That can be good.
Yeah.
But the cherry limeade is so fucking good.
Oh, I know, it's great. Sonic has a lot of good limeades. I used to get their watermelon limeade. They don't have the watermelon part anymore.
I haven't been to Sonic in a long time. I think it was helping.
It's been a couple months for me.
I was helping somebody car shop. I think it was Russell.
But it's good to go there just to get the limeade or like a shake.
Like
I used to go for a happy hour.
Way too expensive.
Happy hour, half price.
Yeah, it's the only time maybe, but I don't ever remember when it is. And when I want Sonic, it's definitely not those times.
Yeah, when I used to work at Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, I used to like on the way home, depending on what time I got off work, I could stop at Raising Cane's on the way home. Or if it was later than that, there wasn't a lot of 24 hours, so I had to go to Sonic a lot.
Yeah. Cane's is good.
Yeah, but
the lemonade's good, the tea's good.
But if I didn't get out of there in time to get there by 2:00.
Yeah.
And there was usually a long line even when I got there.
They their prices have gone way wilder than everyone else's recently.
Oh, everybody's prices suck
Like
now.
5 years ago, the Caniac was $10. Now it's $16.
I like the Caniac. Caniac combo.
And
no coleslaw, extra bread, both butter on both sides.
Mike, we're not there.
I'm just telling you, that's the way to go. And if they're listening, I might be stopping by later. You want to have this order ready.
But like Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, like all the value menus, they used to be called dollar menus for a fucking reason. Even Del Taco.
Now they're called multi-dollar menus.
Yeah, or just value menu.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of the times it's like what used to be $1 is now like $2.30.
Yeah.
Or $2.50.
Well, like I told you what I had at Wendy's yesterday. They had an offer to get a junior cheeseburger for $1. I said, well, that used to be $1.
Yeah.
But now it's a special.
Yep.
I did get my chicken nuggets free, though. So
that's the one I'm probably the most upset about is Arby's prices. From like when I was going to school in like 09, 010.
You should be able to get 5 sandwiches for $5.55.
Yeah, exactly. So I would take $20. I would go, or maybe $21, whatever the fucking math is.
Yeah.
And go get like 20 fucking sandwiches and then have them throughout the week so I didn't have to fucking make food. And it was amazing all the time.
I can buy 20 sandwiches and have them until at least the next day.
Because I mean, like Little Caesars pizzas, you buy 4 pizzas. That's what, like 2 meals a pizza, maybe. If I'm hungry, I'm killing a whole pizza.
Yeah, it even that's gone up.
Yeah.
Because you used to be able to get a pizza for $5-6.
$6.70 now or something. Like I think the extra most are $7 and the hot and readies are $6.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's not a horrible price raise. And their quality has gotten way fucking better than it used to be.
Thanks, inflation.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Definitely not a food shortage issue of, here's kooky side, of how many food processing plants burned down last year. I think it was around 250.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and they all had the same issue with the venting, the ducting caught on fire, and it spread throughout the building rapidly.
So I've seen a lot of things where restaurants.
Suspicious.
I find a thing where there's been a lot of restaurants that they catch on fire because they don't clean their hoods properly. Like every restaurant, you clean the hoods every night as you close, if you're doing it right.
Yeah, but
then you also have to have people come in monthly
and inspect them
and take them down and give them a thorough cleaning. Otherwise, you're not going to have a restaurant.
Restaurants would make sense. The air ducting in a fucking food processing plant. Come on.
I would have to investigate.
Like
know more about their ventilation system to be able to comment.
10-ish. Like a handful, maybe.
Yeah.
200 and something that all were very, very similar. And then like...
Well, I hope the other ones learned and said, hey, let's not do what they're doing. You know?
No, it's the kooky side of me. I think they're doing it on purpose.
I would have to, know more about the ventilation system.
And like they're trying to like make a milk shortage. There's plenty of dairy farms making videos right now if they have to dump their milk. They show them just dumping it down the drain. Then they'll like grab a cup, like get some out of the hose that's pouring towards the drain and drink it, showing you it's fucking supposed to be great milk. And they're like, yeah, we've been dumping it.
Well, here's what they could do. Instead of dumping some of that, they could put some in some gallon containers and just pass it our way. We'll take it for free.
Yeah.
I don't like to have to buy milk. It's so fucking expensive to store lately.
The bird flu thing like hit a shitload of chickens, and that's one of the reasons that egg prices went fucking retarded. Because they had to kill a shitload of chickens to keep them from spreading the bird flu, or I don't know.
Plus, there's also how long the chickens are useful as egg producers. There's a whole thing with that.
But then there was a pork processing plant. I think it was like 10,000 pigs that, I don't know if it burned or like they had to kill them all. There was something that happened that like shut the whole fucking thing down.
No.
Yep.
No, but I like pork. So it's not, no. It make me sad.
Oh.
But that's like a big roast. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, it's fucking happening everywhere.
That's not good.
Shit's burning down. Everything's just fucking going to hell.
Stop playing with matches.
I don't think it's that.
Well, Maybe. Still, stop playing with fire. Stop setting things on fire. We need food. I want ham. You burn all the fucking pigs. Where am I going to get ham? I just bought ham yesterday. Do you know how much ham costs now? Fuck. I bought some Black Forest ham. It's delicious.
I think I still have 2 hams in the freezer from Christmas.
Oh, let's get cooking. I need ham in my life.
I don't know what I'm going to be making this week for food, so I might crock-pot ham.
I need ham in my life. I bought some ham at Winco last night. Some Black Forest.
That's lunch meat's gotten so fucking stupid. I haven't bought lunch meat in a while because of how expensive it got.
This ham looks really good. I haven't actually opened the package yet. I picked up that. I picked up some bread, and I picked up some cheese and another kind of bread so I can make grilled cheese also. I have 2 different kinds of bread. I haven't
had grilled cheese in a long time. That sounds good.
But I like the Sara Lee honey wheat bread. And I was looking at the shelf. The Sara Lee honey wheat bread costs more than the multigrain. So I went ahead and got the multigrain instead.
Yeah.
I love that multigrain. It's just like at the grocery store near my apartment. They want far too much for it.
No, it's the grocery outlet. That's because I love going to grocery outlet.
Yeah.
But like chicken, pork, beef, like those prices are rarely good. They're either on par with or a little bit more expensive than like sales at Smith's or Safeway.
Yeah.
But felt great.
Sounded good.
They have like when I got the 2 6-pound tubs of peanut butter for $3 each.
Yeah.
There's 12 pounds of peanut butter for $6.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to do that. You're lucky I didn't buy 8 of them.
I'm actually surprised you only did buy what you bought.
Well, because I went in for like 2 things. Yeah. So I was carrying. I'm like, I'll carry these 2 and then like walk through and like stack some other shit. Like if I had a cart, I probably would have gotten them all.
I sometimes do that. I remember when we used to buy the Mio? We had the coffee flavor ones that were delicious in milk.
So fucking good. Mocha and the vanilla.
Oh my god, I always got the vanilla, but yeah. I remember I was at the grocery store and they had one package left, one display unit left with 9 bottles of it on it.
Yeah.
And I literally picked up the entire display unit and just set it directly in my cart.
Yep.
These are mine now.
That's what I would have done.
Because they're gone everywhere else.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to miss the opportunity to get every one of them.
Fucking assholes. Like every once in a while I'll get an email from Woot and it'll have like Mios and I'm like, oh, like pick it and like look at all the flavors. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, I emailed them. I'm like, what happened? Why are you getting rid of these flavors? Oh, we're not getting rid of it. It's just you have to keep an eye out for them. Bullshit. You got rid of them. They're gone.
They've been gone for like 3 years.
I remember the day you told me about them and I tried it and I was like, oh my God, this is so good.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
I was getting it at every store. For a while there, I was clearing shelves because I knew it was going away.
Monster.
I was clearing shelves. Yeah, you did. I went into Walmart. I only saw a few left. I'm like, mine. Go to another Walmart. There's 5. Mine. And then that one, I bought all 9.
What'd you do yesterday, Mike? I went to 18 different stores. For what?
Mio.
For Mio.
Of course. What else?
Is it special? Yeah. It's mine.
Yeah. But I also did share it
coffee,
with you.
Yeah. It's mocha or vanilla coffee flavored Mio that tastes great in water and even fucking better in milk.
Amazing in milk. I never even did try it in water. I know you told me it was good, but it was so good in milk.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother with anything else. And the milk was right there, you know? They had it at work. Yeah, so.
I still can't believe they don't have I need to start bringing chocolate again.
Yeah. I was thinking I need to get either chocolate or strawberry again.
Like the different camps, like almost everywhere, like EDRs that I've been to in Vegas, anytime they have regular fucking milk in a little bag
they have chocolate next to it.
They have chocolate next to it.
Yeah, always.
All the fucking time. Yeah. Why no?
Yeah. Well, the thing that I'm still irritated that they used to have whole milk and 2%.
Yeah, now they just have 2%.
Yeah. I'll take whole. I like the whole milk.
Whole milk was great.
And now it's gone. I'm a sad panda.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, I actually was going to say that earlier when we were talking about the food.
Yeah.
No, people are going to be like, what the fuck?
It's a nightmare.
Yeah. I thought about trying they have the all-natural chocolate syrup for chocolate milk. And they also have the dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate doesn't mix well. That would be good on ice cream, but don't put it in milk because it does not mix well.
Maybe I'll have to just get it for ice cream. I do like ice cream.
The all-natural chocolate, is that the one with zero sugar?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
That it tastes okay, but it's difficult to mix with milk too. I have some.
I'll just get the regular.
I have some downstairs.
I'll just get the regular. I need to get a martini shaker and just shake my milk when I'm at work.
Chocolate milk, shaken, not stirred.
Yeah. It's
Jesus
good.
Christ.
It gets a little bubbles with it. It's great. It's awesome.
I'll lose the carbonation. How bad would that be? Carbonated milk?
Well, it's more of a froth on the top. It's great.
You think you would like carbonated milk?
No, absolutely not.
Would you try carbonated milk?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll figure something out. We'll try it.
That would be weird, I think, but yeah.
We'll try it.
But when you shake it, you get a little froth.
We'll try both. Carbonated regular and carbonated chocolate.
All right.
I was going to say, which would you rather, but we'll just do both.
That reminds me, I've never had YooHoo.
It can be good.
Well.
It's not milk.
Yeah, it's not milk.
It's a chocolate milk flavored drink.
Yeah. I like chocolate. But I don't know. I've never had a YooHoo. My brother told me he'd had it.
My supervisor, you might not want to try it after this story. My supervisor in Vegas told me that, like, because he fucking loved YooHoos. Like, he'd all day at school. Like, I want to get home, pop open the fridge, grab a YooHoo, and just down it.
Yeah.
So he does it often.
Yeah.
So he does it this day, and there's something that's like solid in it. And he's like,
oh.
Like this, maybe it's chocolate. So he like tries to like treat it like candy, like suck on it a little bit, like maybe chew it. And he's like, no, this isn't chocolate. So he pulls it out. It's a cicada.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah.
It's protein.
There was a cicada in his fucking YooHoo. I'm like, that's... Of all the bugs that I wouldn't mind eating, I don't think cicadas on the list. They seem a little too crunchy for, like, crunch to flavor ratio.
But let me just say, if I find anything solid come out of my Dr. Pepper bottle, my reaction's not going to be to suck on it. I'll spit that shit out. That's... I'm drinking something solid in there, and it's not an ice cube. It's getting spit out.
Yeah,
that's just my reaction. But everybody's different.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair reaction.
Yeah,
for sure.
How about you?
Do I like YooHoo, or what would I do if I got something?
You're drinking
solid?
YooHoo and something solid comes out. Are you gonna?
No, I'm not gonna fucking. Like, oh, bonus, malted milk ball. No.
No. I haven't had a malted milk ball in a while. Oh.
It's been, I think I had one like 2 Halloweens ago. That's with how much candy goes around at work.
Yeah.
There was a certain way I found of eating, I think it was like 4 different candies that made it like amazing. It tasted like some other kind of food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that can't be right. I'm like, here, Paul, eat this, then this, then this, then this. And he's like, okay. I'm like, now it tastes like this. He's like, what the fuck? And then I found another one that was like 3 in a row, and it ended with Reese's, and it was super disappointing. It tastes like you opened a can of peas,
yeah,
and just like mashed the shit out of it and eat it.
I told somebody one day, eat a Reese's peanut butter cup and follow it up with a grape Gatorade. They're like...
A grape Gatorade?
Yeah, I told them it's like peanut butter and jelly. And they did it, and they're like, holy shit, you're right.
It doesn't even sound like it would be remotely good. I believe the flavor's there for sure.
Yeah.
But that doesn't even sound even close to... I don't like grape Gatorade.
Yeah, well, then you probably wouldn't enjoy it. But they were like, yeah, that you were right. I agreed with me.
Wow.
But I like grape Gatorade.
I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not...
I'm pretty sure it was an accident that I did it.
It's not in the top, like, 10 that I would choose.
But normally when I run across those things with candy in them, I'm just looking for certain ones.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking for Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Yeah, Reese's is top.
And some of them I'm looking for Hershey's Special
Three
Dark.
Musketeers.
And I'm also looking for, like, Mr. Goodbar.
Special Dark, Milky Way Midnight.
Milky Way Midnight, yes. I didn't even think of that one. Oh, I love that one.
Yeah. And then...
I don't really eat Three Musketeers just because I happened to eat a couple Three Musketeers one time at around the same time I'd gotten sick. And when they came back out, it ruined the flavor of the Three Musketeers for me for life. And the way it looked.
You don't like nougat?
The way the nougat looked after it came back.
Probably look about the same.
It did not look appealing. So I haven't had Three Musketeers in a long time.
Do you realize that any food you eat doesn't look appealing after it's processed?
Yeah, well, after that, I just couldn't do it. Haven't you ever had a food that you just, or something you had where you got sick or had a bad experience and you just don't ever want again?
No.
Yeah. A lot of people tell me, like I say, I like tequila. Like, oh yeah, I used to like tequila until that time.
Well, so
I've got a million tequila stories, but I still fucking like tequila.
There are a couple things like that. Like, I can't stand the smell of Southern Comfort because of, like, plenty of party nights that, like, you wake up in the morning, go downstairs, and then downstairs smells like piss, beer, SoCo, and throw up.
Yeah.
So, like, I would prefer to not, but it's not something that's, like, candy or food or...
I also, Southern Comfort, I don't even like it anymore. Like, I used to drink it at one time, and one day I was drinking it, and I was like, what is this even? First of all, how is it Southern Comfort? There's no comfort in this.
No, not at all.
No.
It's the Southern Comfort lime isn't any better.
No.
Like, there's nothing good about it.
No.
But it's parties I used to go to.
And it's actually kind of sweet.
In college, yeah, like people were just drinking it out of the bottle, like shots and everything. Like
that's what I was doing with tequila.
Yeah, but Southern Comfort is like, it's begging to be mixed with stuff because it's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's. We used to make a drink out of it. I don't remember everything that was in it. I think it was pineapple or something. We called it liquid cocaine.
Was there cocaine in it?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Allegedly, there was no cocaine.
Yeah,
that was a popular drink. People order a lot. I'd see it pop up on my printer all the time.
Southern Comfort and a couple other things.
I can't remember. It's been a long time since I made that drink. I think I have a mental block because why would I ever want to fucking make that shit again? I'm like, drink a shot.
Yeah, like I've like Jaeger. Everybody's like black licorice. Like,
no, it does not taste like licorice. Because I will drink Jaeger. If you had a shot of Jaeger sitting in front of me right now, I would probably drink it.
I've had Jaeger like fairly often.
Me too.
And I finally had black licorice. I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this isn't good, but it also doesn't taste anything like Jaeger.
Not at all. I've had this argument with people for a long time.
But I mean, they're probably the same people that say Guinness tastes different in fucking Ireland.
Well, there are also people who say that Guinness tastes like coffee. No, it's dark like coffee. It does not taste like it.
Yeah, it's a dark stout. It's going to have like coffee and chocolatey flavors.
But it does not taste like a cup of coffee.
No.
But no, Jaeger.
Maybe if it was hot.
I think people just see it.
Would you try hot Guinness?
I'd try warm. Hot? Yeah, I'd try it. Yeah.
Might have to do that at the same time we do the carbonated milk. Just have like everything lined up on the table.
Yeah. But people just see the color and I think they just think licorice. And I've had black licorice. Like if you want to say there are liquors out there that smell and taste just like black licorice. There's anisette. You know why it tastes like licorice? Because it's made from anisette, which is a root that tastes like licorice.
I was going to say I don't know those words you're saying.
And I said, it tastes good.
But there's Sambuca.
Sambuca's good.
Sambuca smells like black licorice. And if you serve it correctly, you serve it in a snifter with 3 coffee beans.
Oh, I've always just poured it in coffee.
I'm just saying, if you're drinking it up, if you drink it neat, that's the way you drink it.
A couple of Hungarian friends always put it in their coffee.
And if you put it on ice, the clear one, it turns white.
Huh.
Yeah. It changes color. I've had to shake it up for somebody to pour it in the thing, and you pour it in the thing, it's clear. You pour it into a glass, shaken up, it's not clear anymore.
That's interesting.
And then there's the Sambuca Black. That doesn't change color.
Is it black licorice?
They smell just like black licorice when I pour it. Yeah. Oh my God. It's exactly. But anisette definitely smells definitely like it. Like I said, it's from a root that tastes like black licorice. That's That's how they made it. So when they made it, they meant to do it like that.
Yep.
Not an accident.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't recommend, if I can remember it. It was Jaeger, UV Blue, I think Midori, and I think Miller High Life. But a lot of all of that in one night.
Yeah.
The aftertaste that doesn't go away for like 2.5 fucking days.
I was going to say, that sounds horrific.
Have you ever smelled when a car overheats? Like that burnt coolant flavor that you can smell so much you can taste it?
Yeah.
It's that.
Oh.
So this is when I was working at Best Buy. And I went from the party to work.
There's no combination of that I want.
It was ad set. So it was Sunday morning at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. that I had to go to work. And we had some like super to-do whatever. So we had like 8 cases of Coke Zeros back in the warehouse. And I'm like, I tried a case. I drank 12 Coke Zeros.
Yeah.
Didn't fix it. I chewed a whole fucking pack of gum. Didn't fix. Like nothing got rid of except for time. Got rid of this fucking burnt coolant aftertaste from all of that.
Well, I will say this though, is that after you finished saying all those ingredients, I was relieved when you didn't say they were all put in the same glass.
No, I'm sure like at multiple points there was like Jaeger and UV and something else and then this and this, but no, not like all in a big vat.
Yeah.
I think it was a Halloween party.
Yeah. But no, I've drank my fair share of Jaeger. And I just drink it by itself. I don't do Jaeger bombs. Like I tell somebody I like Jaeger, like, oh yeah, Jaeger bombs. No, I didn't say I like Jaeger bombs. I said I like Jaeger.
I've done Jaeger bombs a couple times. It's not fucking ooh.
But I don't really I don't do energy drinks, so.
Yeah. But like it doesn't add much to the flavor because I don't like how Red Bull tastes.
Yeah. I don't even like the way Red Bull smells, to be honest.
Because it doesn't fucking smell good.
No, it smells horrible. Most energy drinks don't smell that great.
Well, the ones I do smell pretty good.
That reminds me, how was that Starbucks I gave you? The triple shot.
It was pretty good.
Right.
Super caramely.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. I've told you before, I did take a small sample of some energy drink. It's the most amount of energy drink I've ever had in my life. I was at a bar, and this lady was walking around with a tray, little shot glasses, little tiny shot glasses, with effing vodka, black cherry vodka, and Go Fast energy drink. And she was giving out samples. And she was hot. What am I going to do? Say no?
Yeah.
I bought a raffle ticket from her, too. Ended up winning a shirt that was like a $90 shirt that night, too.
Was it a shirt with $80 taped to it?
No. It was a Tommy Bahama silk shirt. Oh,
okay.
So if you bought it in the store, it'd be like $90.
That's like when people tell me some things of like, oh, these pants were like $500. Like, why? Did you find $450 in the back pocket? Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's the same. Well, like, often the more expensive ones have less material.
Well, a lot of times more expensive, especially with jeans, like the jeans that I wear.
Yeah,
they have a lot of give. They're not stiff. Like when I used to wear jeans, all the jeans I always wore were always stiff. But these things, they stretch.
Well,
they have a lot of give. Like
I had a couple of pairs of lucky jeans, and they were really fucking comfortable.
Oh, I love my lucky jeans.
They were expensive as fuck.
Yeah,
120 a pair.
First pair I bought of those. At the time, they were going for like $70. Like I used to be able to get them really good prices at Nordstrom's Rack. They were a lot cheaper there. But like some of the jeans I get now that I've gotten from clothing subscriptions, I didn't spend this much for them, but I've priced them on different things to see what kind of money I'm saving by doing this subscription. There was a pair on there that was like $200.
Sell them.
I wear them. They're one of the most comfortable pairs of jeans I've ever had. I love them.
That's good.
I'm not selling those things.
See, I would do the clothing subscription completely backwards. Like, okay, you're sending me all this stuff, and then like instantly post StockX, Mercari, like Poshmark, like all these different fucking like secondhand, but they're brand new. So,
well, some people do that. Some people buy the box, and they take the stuff that they want and they keep it, and then the other stuff they'll put and they'll sell on something.
Yeah. Like, how much are those subscriptions a month? Like,
well, it depends on what level you go. They could be as low as like 100, all the way up to like 300.
What are you getting if you're doing the $300 a month fucking subscription?
Well, you get
fucking Supreme backpacks, one Supreme sticker, a Gucci belt.
You get quite a few pairs. Like sometimes you get multiple pairs of jeans. You get multiple shirts, pair of shoes.
Jesus, that was odd.
Usually Nike or Nike or Adidas or something or Vans.
Huh.
Like the last subscription box I got came with a pair of Nikes and a pair of Vans, a bunch of shirts, a duffel bag.
Maybe it's
some
just
pants.
me because I don't often buy clothes.
Yes, I do.
That I'm like, and I definitely won't justify. I don't like spending $50 when I go fucking buy clothes.
Yeah. See, like these jeans I'm wearing now, these are from the Buckle. They're exclusive to the Buckle, and these things are super comfortable. I love these. These are BKE.
Missing a couple letters from Buckle there.
Yeah. Well, you can't expect people to use all the letters.
I mean, UCL. Maybe.
Well, no, it's just that's the name of the jeans. I know that's not the word buckle.
Oh, okay.
They're literally called BKE.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the letters BKE stand for because normally I would just say the whole thing. I don't abbreviate it normally.
Burger King English.
But no, like I've told you about people at work abbreviating things that just irritate the crap out of me. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, and that's especially with like in many departments, everything's abbreviated. Everything.
Yeah.
In orientation, they said, do not abbreviate things that don't need abbreviated because it can be confusing.
Yes.
And then this is how it goes. We're literally fucking everything's abbreviated.
Yeah.
Everything has an acronym. Everything has, it's just like, Jesus Christ.
Most have initialism, but it just drives me nuts because you're just talking. It's not, I'm not asking you to run a mile for every letter in the words.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you to say the words. You're not texting. You're not typing. I understand if you're texting, typing LOL, but you should be able to say words. Especially if it's the same amount of syllables.
I heard somebody say lol on a phone call in England.
Yeah.
Just like a regular part of the conversation. Lol, that's what I was going to say. I'm like,
just laugh.
Just turned and looked at her. And I'm like, what the
if it's really laugh out loud, then actually laugh.
Fucking lol. Wow. I seen a comedian who was like, does everybody in the crowd know what WWW stands for? And like a couple people are like, yeah, World Wide Web. And he goes, great. How is it an abbreviation? World Wide Web. There's 3. WWW. You just doubled the syllables.
Yeah, like I said, some people abbreviate things, and it's like it's the same amount of syllables or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's just, just say the words.
I think Steve Hofstadter's coming to Reno soon. That was a great show. Me and Paul went, but he's doing somewhere in town this time, not all the way at fucking Tahoe.
Nice.
I'll have to look that up, see how much tickets are.
I told you I hope to go see Kevin Hart when he's in town.
When's that supposed to be?
Somebody's going to let me know the exact date. We're all going to try to go as a group.
Okay.
It'll be good. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, he definitely has some funny shit.
Yeah. I remember when I saw Ride Along too. It was one of those situations where I just showed up at the theater and I'm just going to get whatever movie coming up next.
You do that?
I've done it a couple times.
Like, I know people used to do that all the time, but...
Well, one day I'd gotten off work early and I was like, what am I going to do? So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go to a movie.
I mean, yeah, that's it.
And I didn't know what was shown at the theater. I just drove there. The time that I did that before that, I've only done it twice. The time before I did that before was I ended up seeing one of the Hobbits. It was the first one of the Hobbit movies.
I think that one was my favorite. The first Hobbit.
Yeah.
Of the Hobbit movies. It was dope.
I still think that they could have probably gotten the whole book into one movie instead of 3 long movies.
2 for sure. 1 might have been stretching a little bit. But yeah, they definitely could have shortened it.
Yeah, but the first one was really good.
Because it was like I read the book because I knew the movie was coming up.
Yeah.
And like when all the dwarves start singing,
Yeah.
like that's exactly how I imagined it. Like fucking goosebumps and chills. Like it was fucking awesome.
See, now I had first heard about the book when I was in 6th grade. I had moved from one school to another. And at one point in the day, the teacher, we would have a book time, and the teacher would be reading this book to us. And that particular time, it was The Hobbit. That's how I first learned about The Hobbit.
Did he do different voices?
No, she did not. No. But I liked the book. And then I saw the animated movie. That was pretty good.
I think I might have a long time ago.
I like the Lord of the Rings movies. We are at an hour and 5.
Yeah, a minute and 5.
A minute and 5. We got a lot into a minute and 5, didn't we?
Yeah. All right, so
Where we go?
Wrap up.
I got some new shoes again.
Yep, show them the bottoms.
Jordan Lowe's.
That's some Jordan Lowe's. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Some Offense Intended. YouTube, just search Some Offense Intended. That's the easiest way. Twitter, Some Offense Pod. And hopefully the audio, video, everything works. And I don't have to... Well, I mean, you guys aren't going to know that there's anything fucking different, but it's just less work for me if it works. So,
if you just skip to the end of this to hear this part, rewind it and listen to the other parts.
Okay. Goodbye.